Once again, I have filled my job to convince people that Genshin is better than Wuthering Waves. Like for example, this comment. Bro, if you think Genshin is actually better than Wuthering Waves, your brain is cooked. You shouldn't be covering games. Or this comment, believing that I was being sarcastic. This is the type of content that builds a toxic community. Kiddo mentality. Genshin is always the original, but it's easy to forget that the game is 5 years old, and the other Gacha games had just to copy the formula. I still with Genshin cause I love the exploration, which is that in WoA. Classic small YouTubers that knows topics like this attracts the idiots. Which is that in WoA? Well, at least he is a Genshin player, and that's all that counts. But still, I've not reached my objective yet, so I will surely convince you this time. Watch till the end before you dislike this video, because the arguments are pretty solid this time. Alright, let's go. Let's talk about a word that's supposed to make everyone happy. Power creep. Some say it ruins balance, breaks fairness, but the truth? It's the lifeline of any live service game. Power creep isn't a mistake, it's a feature. It's not something to fear, it's something to expect, even embrace. Genshin Impact proves that. Power creep isn't just inevitable, it's essential. Characters from launch day, they eventually fall behind. Your early favorite starts to feel outdated. Except for Aloy, nobody can top up a 6-star. Want to tackle new content comfortably? You pull for the new, shiny meta characters. That's not a flaw, that's progression. Take a look at this. I am doing barely any damage with old characters, and I died. And now, with newly released meta characters. I can comfortably clear this insanely hard boss. That's content basing. That's keeping your game alive 101. Power creep gives the game momentum. It makes each patch feel meaningful. Ask yourself this. If every player could 36-star Spiral Abyss with an old character, like for example Dilu, why pull at all? Why care about banners, hype cycles, or tier lists? You wouldn't, and that's exactly when a game dies. You think power creep is bad? No, it's actually genius. Genshin thrives because of it. Players chase the meta, they adapt, they strategize. Every new character brings new mechanics, new counters, fresh way to play. It's not exploitation, it's a virtuous cycle. Now, let's shift to Wuthering Waves, a game where power creep isn't a thing. What a joke. You can clear endgame content using Danjin, a 4-star character. Even if your Danjin is under-leveled compared to the boss, she can still take it down. Not a limited character, not a meta pick, just a niche character. She can solo bosses, can clear tower alone, slices through holograms, all in the name of fairness. But here's the catch. If a 4-star character can beat everything, why would you pull? What's the point of banners if you can clear all content with a 4-star character? Why care who's limited, who's upcoming, who's broken? There's no urgency, no FOMO, no reason to spend. And in a gacha game, that's a death sentence. Because if no one pulls, there's no revenue. No revenue means no budget. No budget means no update. And no updates? Do you know what that means?
In the name of our family, I swear.
So yeah, Genshin has power creep. Thank God for that. It keeps the banner hot. It keeps theory crafters engaged. It keeps the game evolving. New challenges, shifting metas, deeper mechanics, all powered by the cycle of growth. Power creep isn't a flaw, it's the engine. Genshin thrives because power creep keeps players invested. It creates discussion, debates, meta shifts, and fresh experiences. It's why Hoyoverse drops new mechanics, like Neuma and Uxia, new artifact sets, new weapon. So, if you want a game where you can use the same character forever, never pool, never spend, go ahead. But don't be shocked when the devs stop updating it. Because power creep isn't just part of the model, it is the model. Power creep is love, power creep is life. Let's talk about something that barely gets mentioned, but quietly shapes your entire gameplay experience. FPS and graphics. In Genshin, things are simple, clean and fair. Wherever you're playing on PC, mobile or console, you are kept at a butterly smooth 60 FPS. Taking pictures will give you the same result for everyone, because Genshin's graphics are accessible and are consistent across all devices. It doesn't matter if you're running a gaming rig or a mid-tier phone, the experience is standardized. Your character died, max 60 FPS for you. You are aiming, max 60 FPS for you too. Exploring, also max 60 FPS for you. Watching a cutscene, 30 FPS for you. No unfair advantages. Whatever it is for FPS or graphics, everyone gets the same treatment. Now, step into Wuthering Waves, a game that proudly flaunts its 120 FPS mode and RTX support, like it's some kind of trophy. And to be fair, it does look stunning, if you have the right hardware. Here's the problem. Only players with the latest, most expensive setup get to experience it. We're talking about RTX 40 or 50 series GPU just to even enable ray tracing, and certain components to unlock 120 FPS. Not mobile, not console, not even most PCs can have this luxury. Still on a budget rig? Sorry peasant, enjoy your 30/60 FPS experience. May the god bless you. Want to take a beautiful picture? Sorry peasant, you get low quality pictures. It's not just a performance setting, it's a class discrimination. Meanwhile Genshin caps everyone equally. Everyone is a peasant or a noble. No one gets a mechanical edge just because their PC costs as much as a used car. In Wuwa, someone dodges a boss attack with perfect precision? Yeah, maybe it's skill. Or maybe it's their 120 FPS with amazing graphics. Meanwhile you, a peasant, mashing dodge while your frame is barely holding up. And of course, there's always that one person saying, just upgrade your PC. As if dropping a couple grand is just a casual Tuesday expense. As if access to better gameplay should come with a financial gain. It's no longer about game sense or reflexes. It's about how much you're willing or able to spend. And that's where Genshin wins without even trying. Because Genshin doesn't punish you for your budget. It doesn't tie your in-game experience to your income. It makes sure everyone plays the same game with the same level of smoothness. And you still wonder why Genshin lasts longer. Maybe it's because when you play, Genshin doesn't make you feel less. In Wuthering Waves, FPS doesn't just stand for frames per second, it stands for financial performance status. Let's talk about gender ratio, because once again, Genshin Impact shows everyone how it's done. In 1 year, 6 male and female 5-star characters were released. No pretense, no bias, just clear, measured equality. You want stoic, cool-headed guy like Zhongli, or playful troublemaker like Child? They are there. You prefer iconic, powerful woman like Golden Ratio Eula or Wet Sock Ayaka? Already waiting. It's almost as Genshin looked straight at their global fanbase and went, we see you, all of you, let's make a roster where everyone feels represented. It's not about ticking boxes. It's about actually caring who plays the game. And making sure everyone, regardless of what they like, has a reason to roll. It's got that we made this for you energy, and it works. Now, let's compare that to Wuthering Waves. 3 male characters and 11 female characters. In just 1 year. That's not a gacha roster. That's a beauty pageant with 3 lost interns in the back. At first glance, it looks like they are just targeting the waifu crowd. Which is fine, sure. But let's not pretend this is balanced. This is blatant favoritism. And why is that? Let me take a wild guess. Maybe it's because Kuro Games is filled with male developers, designing characters they would like to, let's just say, to spend time with. And for the 3 male characters that do exist, probably added by the 3 women working at Kuro, so they won't be left out or something. We go from class discrimination to sexism. I'm surprised that Kuro is still alive. If Wuwa ever want to compete seriously, they should consider that not every player logs in just to roll for tall, big, booba, thick, tight, dummy mommy. There are also people out there who prefer small. Honestly, I think the arguments are pretty solid. Wuthering Waves is probably going EOS sooner or later, so switching back to Genshin seems like the smarter move. And just to be clear, this was all a joke. I really didn't want to add a disclaimer, but the number of people who can take 2 seconds to realize that this is all a joke is wild to me. I bet even this disclaimer doesn't stop people from commenting that they don't know if this is satire or not. Well, anyways, if you like this video, leave a comment, drop a like and subscribe for more.